This video was made possible by the EA Creator Network. Hello everyone, welcome on in. I'm Velvet and thanks for joining me today in The Sims 4 for my very first build with the Adventure Awaits pack. The Adventure Awaits pack is just coming out now in The Sims 4, what are we, October the 2nd, I believe that's internationally. The times are always different for me because I live in New Zealand and we're a little bit ahead in time, so it's always like the day later, blah blah blah. Anyway, time zones are difficult. We know this. So today I am building a modern family cabin. I had so much fun building this. Oh my gosh. Not only am I doing something modern, which you know I love, but I'm playing with the new pack and I'm exploring all the new things and that makes me so happy. And there are so many great build by items in this pack. Like, I don't think you just have to make like your rustic cabins or anything like that. I think you can get quite creative with the items and how you use them. And yeah, you can do all sorts of things. You can go rundown, you can go modern, you can go rustic, you can go coastal. So, you know, I think there's a lot of scope there to make some really cool things with this build by pack. Not only that, but I got to build my first proper little playground. That was interesting. And also got to build my first pool with a diving board and a slide. Oh my gosh. I was so hyped for that. I can't even tell you guys how hyped I was for the fact that we were getting diving boards and we were getting pool slides, just like, ah. And also actually we got metal slides as well for kids and adults. So like, you know, those old school big metal slides that maybe, you know, you might be too young for this, but for me, when I was growing up, there would be like these old school giant metal slides. They would get so hot during the summer. Like you'd go on them during the summer, you go down to the park and you go on the slide and you go down it, and like you wouldn't think about the fact that the sun had been beaten down on this metal all day, and you go up there and you just like the back of your thighs just like go like sizzle because of this metal slide, and it's like, oh my gosh. So yeah, we get one of those in this pack as well. I didn't use it in this build, but it's very cool, and it just very reminiscent of my childhood and the giant metal slides where I used to sizzle my poor legs on a hot summer's day. So with this modern cabin, I wanted to lean into the beautiful stone, which we got with this pack. Now the stone is a wallpaper, it's a chimney, it's a foundation, it's a platform trim, and a fireplace. So there's a whole lot of matching coordinating things with that stone. Amazing, gorgeous. Gonna be loving that and using that everywhere. And also like the beautiful cabin, the woods, like there's quite a few different wood choices in terms of wallpapers, and there's this really lovely flooring which I think you can see here as I'm building the pool, which is really good for outdoor areas. Lovely new fencing, and yeah, there's two different foundations, so you can sort of see the different the second foundation on the bottom of the pool, which is yeah different to the house foundation. There's a couple of different stairs. There's wooden stairs as well as the stone stairs. Oh yeah, the stairs that match the stone as well. So I got so excited with all of these like lovely new matching things. They're pretty new things, and yes, all these lovely accessories for the pool and playground for the kids. I'm so excited for yeah, just making like different little playground options and stuff in my builds, and having like some really cool different backyard options, because I think we've been really lacking in background options for a while in The Sims. So this is really filling a good gap in that, yeah, in that build by sort of catalog that we needed. So I'm very happy. And I did want to create like a little archery area in this build as well. So this build has a playground. It has the pool, which has a diving board and a slide, and we've got like a little barbecue area. We've got a fire pit, and we've got an archery zone as well, so we can practice our archery. It's also got a little butterfly a butterfly room as well. So off the side of the house, you might have noticed me building it earlier, is there's a glass room off to the side of the house, and that's going to be our butterfly room. So yeah, because butterfly catching is a big part of Adventure Awaits as well. So so many things to do with this new pack. Very exciting. Anyway, I'm going to try and contain myself because I'm very hyped. I was initially going to do like flowers and stuff around this house, but I felt like it didn't really suit this house. I thought it was going to be a little bit more suited to a little bit more just of the plain greenery, so your ferns and your grasses and stuff like that. So a little bit more of a modern style garden. So that's what I ended up going with this house. And as you can see here, I'm just creating a little fire pit area, sort of sheltered, not semi-sheltered, let's just say. It's like a little semi-sheltered area. I put the grass over, or the plants over the top of it, just to create the illusion of shelter. Is the idea. But yeah, a little fire pit where you can have like some cozy fun. And oh yeah, we've got these lovely little dormers with this pack as well, which were cool. This is the archery range. So I kept it pretty simple. I didn't want to overcomplicate that area. I kind of felt maybe there would be some arrows going astray. I didn't want to like add like I initially thought maybe I could put some seating along that middle part, but then I thought no. If there's arrows flying, maybe a bad idea. I did try to put the big diving board in there, but it looked ridiculous, so ended up switching it for the smaller diving board. So with the pack, we did get a couple of, I think 4 different kinds of diving boards. So we got 2 different styles of tall one and 2 different styles of shorter ones. And then we got the one curvy pool slide as well, which is awesome. We also got slides that go on, just saw it right there, actually going on the play set as well. So yeah, there's lots of slide options now, which is really awesome. I felt like that was something that we were lacking for kids and definitely adults as well. So we now have that in the game. So that is amazing. So that's my little playground that I built. I thought it was cute. It did take a little bit of experimenting with that just to work out the hows of it. And I think it's still got some figuring out to do when it comes to it. But basically, if you start with like a short or a tall, just like a flat platform, then you sort of build it around that and go from there and get your stairs going up to it. And then you should be off and away, I think, with it. So we are now on the inside of the build, so building inside, and this is going to be a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home. It is set up as a family cabin, so you can have it either as a holiday venue or a residential, just whatever you want to do with it. And it is on a 30 by 20 lot, by the way. And yes, it's three bedrooms, and the bedroom makeup is one bunk room, so it's got the 2 bunk beds in it, one single room which is more sort of aimed towards a teen age, and then one double bedroom as well. So you should be able to fit 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 5 Sims, I reckon, in this one. I think you should be able to do that. So on the lowest level, you've got all of the living spaces. So the little glass area will be the butterfly room, and then the stone room that I'm just working on here, that's going to be the downstairs bathroom. Then off to the side, there will be the kitchen, and I didn't put a dining room in here. Me just realizing that, I'm just like, oh shoot, I'm gonna have to add a dining room. Okay, I'm gonna add in a dining space because I completely forgot about it. Although there is dining outside, but I think I'll add some dining inside because I completely forgot. Isn't it shocking? I realized that I didn't put it in the kitchen. I was gonna put it in the kitchen and then I completely forgot about it. Lols. Classy. Anyway, yes, so this is the bathroom, and then we've got a living room kind of area there. And then upstairs we have the 3 bedrooms and another bathroom upstairs as well. So yes, I will I will add a dining room into this. Oh my gosh, and put it back up on the gallery. Whoopsies. Lesson learned there. So there will be a gallery, there will be a dining room in here. You just won't see it in the build, okay? I promise. It will be there, some sort of dining. So this is the butterfly room. Initially, I put down, because you can actually put down butterflies in your build now. So you know how with ponds and stuff like that, you can put like your crocodiles and your ducks and your swans and stuff. You can now do the same with butterflies with the Adventure Awaits pack. And I initially did have them flying around all the butterfly room, but they were kind of flapping outside the house as well. So I was, and like inside the other parts of the house. So I did end up taking those out because it was just kind of all over the place. And yeah, it looked a little bit weird. So I took them out. I think if I'd had a larger room, that would work as an idea. So that might be something I might do at another time. But for that small sort of skinny room, it was just a little bit too flappy around and going through the walls and stuff. So ended up taking that out for that reason. But it's a cool idea. And I like the idea of having like little butterflies around the room and around the place. Oh, there's some cute little kitchen accessories with this pack as well. So you get a blender, which I haven't played with yet, and you get a kettle, and there's like a little coffee and tea tray set thing, and there's this little kitchen table stand thing as well, which is quite cool. We didn't get any kitchen counters. We didn't get any basically fridges. Oh, we got like a little mini fridge thing, but it wasn't really suitable for a proper kitchen like I was doing. But yeah, we got like a little fridge, but that was it for kitchen stuff. With the bathroom, we got a shower and a sink and a tub, but no accessories for the bathroom. But you know, I kind of wasn't really expecting too much in that sort of vein of things. It's more sort of, you know, cabiny sort of basics and that for this pack. So yeah, it's not going to have everything you hope, but it's got a lot of cool things. You got a couple of different rugs, which were really nice, and there's actually a whole entrance, a whole cupboardy thing, which I forgot about, and I'll go back towards the end of the build and put it back in. I put it actually in the entrance area because I found it. It's just, you know, still getting to know this pack and all the things that we need and that sort of thing for it. So yeah. Oh, and this is me just changing the color because as I was sort of building in the living room, I noticed that a lot of the furnishings that I was using in there had that grey tone to it. So ended up just going and switching the whole area to that grey tone, and that gave me the contrast sort of wood color that I wanted for the living room space. So that worked nice, and using blue as well as a little pop of color. Some of this does change anyway. As I was playtesting, I ended up adding like a few things and just tweaking a few things as we go along. And I think towards the end of the build, I ended up changing like a couple of things on the walls and stuff like that as well. So yeah, it does evolve. It does evolve. As you do. Because I completely forgot about the fact that there was some new shelving stuff that we could add in. And I think it was about this point I found the shelving stuff. Because, you know, I'm just still exploring. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about the new shelves. Because there's like a new bar back. And there's, like a couple of new shelving things as well. And then I realized I could have those around the place. So then I just sort of switched stuff out. And that's when I found the hall thing as well. So yeah, ended up having to tweak a few things as I was going along. And I think when I was playtesting, I ended up moving the easel because the easel wasn't accessible where I had it. So that ended up moving slightly. So that changed that little space to a teeny bit. But this is the first of the bedrooms, which is the bunk bedroom. And it has like a little desk, a laptop, PC, and a dresser. And I really like the idea of the worn furniture. I think it's really super cute. And I did actually dot the imaginary friends around the house as well. So there's one of each of the imaginary friends around the house in different areas. So if you do have, you know, a few kids in there or whatever, you know, and you want to do the imaginary friend thing then, you can, because they're dotted around there and you just need to find them. I kind of had one under the stairs and one in one of the bedrooms, and actually one in this bedroom as well, I think. And another one somewhere else. So yeah, there's a few there's a few of the imaginary friends around. And that's one of the shelves that I was talking about. So yeah, one of the shelves that we had, and this is kind of aimed to be like a teenager's bedroom. I didn't really go overboard with decorating specifically for a teen. So if you wanted to put like an elder in there or whatever, then you can definitely do that. So it's kind of like a flexible age range kind of room. Yeah, this is me just switching things around as I found some stuff, and I was just like, oh yeah, let's get that stuff in there. Ah, boy. Anyway, as you do. Last minute of finding of things to go on walls and stuff and filling spaces. But we got there in the end. So then I think we are on to the last bedroom, which is the master bedroom. So this one is the largest room in the house, but I did put like a second TV in here as well. So there is a little TV that will go in downstairs, because again, I realized towards the end of the build that I had forgotten to put any TVs in here as I was building this room. Oh yeah. I had a good build, didn't I? And I mean, I had so much fun, but yeah, I obviously forgot things. This is, yeah, me having a little switch around as I'm thinking, oh yeah, I can put like a little TV in here. So I just angled it so you could watch it from the armchairs. And oh, there's like the gaming console. There's a new retro gaming console as well in here, which is really cool. So it's good. Anyway, I'm going to leave you guys to enjoy the tours. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the build. Remember to hit subscribe, comment, like, and all those good things. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.